I have to. I have to. Oh my god, she looks... Oh, oh, Penny, you're stunning.
Why don't you say hello to your friend?
Oh. Moments like these, it makes me so happy.
It is such a pleasure.
Especially for Penny to be rebooted, have the same program.
I guess in a manner of speaking,
It's it's such a joyous occasion, isn't it? Anyways, welcome to my RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 1 review. Okay guys, I have just rewatched RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 1 for the second time. Well, third actually. The second time that I watched it, I was actually screen recording the whole chapter so that I can talk about hints and points here and there. But this is the third time that I watched it, and it still is awesome, with every single points and every scenes and yeah. Speaking of talking points, let's get to. Ow! I've hit the lenses on my glasses as well. let's talk the talking points for chapter 1 of RWBY. Okay, firstly, we start the scene back with the ship, which is heading towards Atlas. And again, they get the announcement that says Manta 5-1, welcome home. And then they still talk about like the airships are still expecting an attack from Grimm or any sort of council thing like that heading towards them. And then Weiss made a comment saying that they could probably, it's not like an attack, but it's probably like Jacques is expecting her, and he's probably sending like all these airships in the sky just to put a search for Weiss. So they changed their plans and they've headed to ground level in Atlas. I did say it was going to be in Argus. I think that was in Argus, that town. No, it can't be in Argus because they were... I'm stupid. So stupid. No, it's Mistral. Argus and Mistral. Oh, don't freaking... You guys will have a better understanding than me. I'm just talking the most positive points of what I can acknowledge from this chapter. Anyway, moving on. So after we went on the ground level, Weiss then tried to call Winter for, I don't know, just to say, hello, this is your sister Weiss, I'm doing okay. We are in Atlas now, but we're not going anywhere near our father's house. Okay, bye. No, until Weiss realised that she was in the electronic LED board, that she was making an announcement, as well as General Ironwood was making as well, to say, like, we're going to make Atlas the safest place as possible, that we can all live in a great environment as such as Atlas itself. And with announcements like these from Ironwood, Winter, it's like they're expecting some kind of general election. And the open, well, I'll talk about the opening in a separate video. I'm making a video volume 7 intro analysis, so I'll have more talking points to talk about in the volume 7 opening. but I don't think they're going to upload the opening separately as well on Rooster Teeth, because there is a big spoiler during that opening, and of course that was Penny. We will get to Penny. We will get to Penny. Right, so after Winter made an announcement, Team RWBY made a landing, and they were going to continue their journey towards General Ironwood, and talk about the relics towards him, I guess, yeah. Until Weiss noticed there was a camera at the side. Well, a bot camera, and took a picture of Weiss, and the Weiss kicked the bot out of the way, and the bot comes into play later. Until then, there was these two goofballs that came out as well, saying like, "Shut up with all your talkingness," or something like that. They were completely drunk, yeah, complete goofballs off their heads on booze and ale and crap. But what got me interested as well during that conversation, if you noticed, what was her name? Not Maria. Cordovan. Cordovan mentioned in the last volume that about Blake's kind of furnaces, and Weiss stepped in, saying, "What's that supposed to mean?" One of the guys in this chapter also mentioned about furnaces, especially towards Blake as well, saying, "We don't want any of your furnace." And then when he mentioned furnace, Weiss immediately stepped in, activated her Meriton Esther, just absolutely flinged him up and just landed him on the bin. So once again, Weiss stepping into that point there to defend Blake towards her kind. So yeah, I'm saying now that Weiss is a big supporter for furnaces. Also, she was. I'll guess as well that she's been there for Blake as well since Volume 1 as well. Since Team RWBY was also looking for Blake because Blake was having like conflictions with Adam as well. And during the battle scene as well, when they were about to fight, New Grim was in there as well. When the camera turned to Blake and she was about to get the weapon out, she just hesitated and stopped because she jammed what was it called? Gambel Shroud. That's the weapon that Blake's weapon is called. So she'd driven her Gambel Shroud into Adam's gut as well, like Yang did as well, both of them. And she just put the blade down, and it only just left the gun of her Gambel Shroud. So she did not get the blade out because it just reminded her of that time when she killed Adam. So that's my belief of why she did that. Anyway, continue on with the progression story that I made towards Weiss and the furnace. After that, they head into this guy called Pasaro. Yeah, this is Pizarro, which turns out I'll get to that. I will get to that. So Pizarro, and I love how he comes out at first, because this man Pizarro, I'm still gonna butcher his name, but I'll just call him this time. This man Picasso, whatever his name is, comes out and he was walking on 4 feet instead of 4 wheels on his chair. And I'm just thinking, wow, he could form into Crippletron. I made a Family Guy reference. Dear. Oh dear. Yeah. But in all seriousness, he walked out with this excellent machine. I should say, by the way, excellent Atlas machine. Of course, General Ironwood might have probably made that model up for him to be like that. But yeah, and he knows Maria Calavera very well as well. So I'm intrigued to know about the two of them going back to their past with each other and how they came to know. And he made a comment when General Ironwood. Now, General Ironwood has changed his mood since the fall of Beacon, because after that he said that he seems paranoid about what has happened there and how he felt after that monstrosity that happened in the fall of Beacon, and with the whole Grim, Penny, Pyrrha, oh god. Yeah, I'm just looking at my Pyrrha post now. I really wish. I hope. Pyrrha. Other than that, oh, what was I talking about next? Oh yeah, when Weiss stepped in, he said, "Your wife Schnee," and that was like, whoa. Weiss was like, whoa, how did he know my name? And then Yang stepped in. So you were mentioning about Mistral, because he mentioned about the gates of Mistral that someone else was hacking into and stuff like that. And then he mentioned about Yang's arm and said, "You rebuilt it," and that made Yang all hesitant and like, "Whoa, how does he know all this?" And then RWBY stepped in. Are you okay? And then he said, "You're Team RWBY," and I'm like, okay, how is he getting all this? What's going on? Until big hint coming, big hint. He said, "Well, my daughter has been talking about you." Now, at this point, as you may have seen in my reaction video, I was like, what? Your daughter? Who's your daughter? I'm intrigued to know. I'm really intrigued to know of who his daughter is. Now, I'm going to talk about it. Now, when he mentioned his daughter during the battle scene of when Team RWBY, along with John, Ren, and Nora, Crow, Oscar, was fighting the Grim, these great big beaming, great big green beam lights just flashed down one after another simultaneously onto the Grim, and then you see the green boots shots up into the sky, into the broken moon, and I can't believe what I saw. I screamed. I screamed. I legit did scream. If you saw my reaction, I screamed. I hollered. I was like boogie dancing and doing all sorts of the above of how I felt when the returning and rebooted Penny came back. Now, if you have seen my Volume 7 prediction video, the first thing that I said of what I wanted was for Penny to come back and be rebooted. But this is when I got a little altercated here. I said that Penny would come back, but she would have a different have a different system, have a different function in her, I guess, a memory capacity or something that keeps the memory. It's like when you keep it's like when you want to save a file and then put it towards when you want to save something and then put it in that file and then it will remain there. I'm thinking this is a different function of the file for Penny to have a different have a different personality about her. But no, they kept all of it as same as it was as her old model before, and just to see Penny and Ruby be together, just to see them two just have a conversation with each other, that made my heart absolutely burst with absolutely joy and happiness. Just to see them two talk with each other again. And the funny thing about it, when Penny was talking to Ruby as well, it says, "We have a lot to talk. We have a lot to talk about. I cannot wait." Siren comes on in the background, and then Penny says, "It seems that we have to wait." I love Penny, man. I love Penny. And then she just shuts off and says, "I'll tell you about it a little later." And then it just shuts off, and she's still talking in the distance. But still, that was just as amazing when they revealed Summer Rose making her facial appearance on Ruby's dream sequence of how she pictured everything of her backstory. So that was cool. And then at the end, we see that Team RWBY, as well as Crow, and John, Nora, and Ren, and Oscar gets tied up in these ropes, just to tangle them. And it turns out it was I thought they were from like different councils or different like place or whatever. I thought they were like underground huntsmen, whatever. The like scavengers or scavengers. Yeah, they're gonna eat them up. No, but they're part of the Atlas military of the cooperation, and they said to them, "We got an unauthorized ship in an unauthorized place, and an unauthorized, a lot of unauthorized places that they went to." And it turns out it was that bot, that Yankees, that tracked them into where they are. And that ended Volume 7, Chapter 1. So yes, my overall review about this episode, this was a fantastic, absolutely fantastic way to start. We got to meet Penny's father, Penny's creator as well. Penny's father, Penny's creator. We saw New Grimm. We also got a lot of in-depth as well for Winter, of how she's doing now. Weiss still defending Blake over the Faunus kind. And there's a general election of what Ironwood and Winter is talking about, although they're talking about the personnel safety of all the people in Atlas Minstrel. Yeah, that place. But yeah, overall, great episode to start with RWBY. I'm absolutely looking forward to what is going to happen next week. And yeah, like I mentioned, I'll talk about the intro video of the points that I'll get into separately. Yeah, overall, fantastic episode to start off with, and yeah, that's going to end things with my review. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction as well as this review as well. And if you have, then please make sure to smash the like button as well. And if you have enjoyed my RWBY reaction to Volume 7, Chapter 1, then hit like. But other than that, if you want to see more of my reactions to RWBY, including Volume 6, there will be a playlist down below. And also subscribe if you are new to my channel. And turn on the notification bell so that you'll keep yourself updated when I upload my next RWBY reaction and other videos, content, so you can let yourself keep yourself updated when you see a notification on your phone or device, whatever device you have. I have a Twitter page. It is @elusivehour21. I've been talking about this chapter alone recently. So yeah, it's elusivehour21. I'll leave that down below in the description. And leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. What did you think about this episode? What did you love about this episode? What was your favourite moment of this episode? Personally, my favourite moment, and of course, I think most of you guys will agree with me as well, Penny coming back in her greatest returning entrance in anime history. This is the greatest anime return in anime history. Yeah, I'll add that to your top 10 anime returns watch mojo. So yeah. Other than that, thank you very much everyone for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, comment, follow my Twitter page, and I will see you all in the next RWBY Volume 7 chapter. Yeah. As well as the analysis for Volume 7 intro. Bye!